What if your next trip didn't just take you somewhere new, but change how you see the world? I'm Clara, and in this new episode of Stories Across South America, we are taking you to one of the most amazing places on the planet, the Galapagos Islands. In this episode, Maria speaks with someone who plans dream trips every day, Camilla, our brilliant trip designer. She recently returned from a boutique cruise aboard the Integrity Yacht, and what she brought back is more than stories, it's inspiration. From once-in-a-lifetime wildlife encounters to the quiet moments that leave a mark on your soul, this journey goes deeper than simply seeing the sights. Ready to be moved? Let's dive in.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Across South America Stories. I'm thrilled to introduce Camilla Natale. Camilla is our trip planner, and she crafts the amazing journeys we customize to our travelers. If you've traveled with us, you felt her work for sure. The thoughtful touches, the seamless flow, everything feels just right. Today, she's here to share a bit of her world. She has recently been traveling in Galapagos, Ecuador, and she's here to share her experience. She's done a boutique cruise with the Integrity Yacht. She's here to share her experience and everything she learned. Okay, Camila, let's start with your first impressions with this Galapagos experience. Let us know about your personal impressions and the story of your trip.
As any traveler, it's not hard to be surprised by a landscape. The world is huge and every part of the world is completely different. But I had to say that Galapagos Island, it's a special place in the world. First of all, you are like in a remote island, at least 2 hours from the mainland. When I arrived, it was funny because we were in our transportation. We had to stop because a family of iguanas were on the road, like just crossing the street. That first moment, I only had 15 minutes in the island. It was amazing. When you're in the yacht, it's amazing because you are able to visit and travel to different islands. It was particularly one day that I had to say that was, I don't want to say the highlight of the trip, because it was more than that. It was the highlight of one of the best trips ever. We were on South Isabella Island in Isabella Bay and stopped to snorkel. We did a snorkel every day. We had lunch super early. There was a reason. Marine iguanas decides to go into the ocean to feed itself. This feeding is important. It was the third day we were doing a snorkel, see lots of animals, was amazing. Sea lions, sea turtles, lots of fish. These marine iguanas were important, right? The minute that I dive into the water, oh my gosh, was the most beautiful experience in my life. Marine iguanas are a cute and rare animal that you only find in a few places in the world. I'm not sure if it's only in the Galapagos or they are also in another islands. This animal is so cute. Godzilla was inspired by a marine iguana. If you see the face of a marine iguana, it's like the face of Godzilla. They feed under the water. It's like an animal that lives outside, but also can be inside the water. They have both ways to breathe. That's amazing, but see them into the water, like swimming and feeding, I can't explain how I felt. That was the most surprising moment of my trip. They have a super funny way to swim. Sea turtles, huge. No one's told you the size of the sea turtles in Galapagos. It's one of the biggest species in the world. It's huge. All 4 marine iguanas, full of fish, all that happening at the same time, just a few meters of me. And to be in contact with wildlife without disturbing them, it was one of the most grateful experience in my life. I did a snorkel in such a good places lots of times. I'm really happy and grateful because I was able to travel in so many countries, but I had to say that this snorkel experience was the best of my life and the highlight of my trip.
That feels like a movie. Everything you've seen.
It was out of this world experience. We were talking with other people during the trip, how it felt like being inside a National Geographic documentary with all the experience to be in touch with wildlife, landscapes, and islands. You worry about anything else. Just to be in contact with the wildlife, prepare your body, prepare your mind to see all those amazing places and just be completely outside of this world.
It's a privilege to navigate this part of the world.
I mean, lots of animals that I didn't knew that exist. It was funny because I don't want to Google anything because I don't want to be a spoiler myself. At the same time, you have to because that way you can be prepared to what you're going to see and it has more value for you, right? But even you prepare, even you read, even you see and watch documentaries, when you are in the island, oof, it doesn't feel like anything else. It was insane.
It was really insane for all that you've been sharing. It sounds like a really emotional trip. Everything that you get to see and be in this animal territory. Exactly. We are guests in their world, right?
Yeah.
We travel, but in this trip for you, you're not just a guest. You are observing with your trip planner's eyes what details stood out for this trip and how you use these learnings to shape future itineraries that feature the Galapagos.
That's a great question because with this trip, I was able to understand how you should travel Galapagos. Tourism in Galapagos is growing, but it's less touristic because it's a remote island. It's harder to visit and travel. Only the 15% of people that visit Galapagos do this kind of trip in a yacht. But the rest, the 85% of the people usually do from a hotel in the islands and they do full day trips from the hotels. I stay in San Cristobal Island and from that island, I do full day from other islands. When you do this on board, while you're sleeping, you're moving. The thing is that you save a lot of time because you are not have to move every single day from your island to another to visit. When you wake up, you are in the island that you're going to visit. It makes you save time and allows you to be more time in each place. That's definitely an advantage to be on board. Also, as we are on board, we are able, with different permits that ask the government, you're able to visit other islands, pristine islands, that you are not able to do for a full day because it's too far away. Not all the islands have hotels, only 2 of them. So it's hard to get into some places if you're only located in those places, right? So that's a great way to travel. Recognize what is the best way to do it before you actually do it. This trip was super helpful. And as you said, even I say that I'm on vacations, it's hard to be on vacations because I am watching every detail and paying attention to everything and understand how I can apply. That's the good part to be on board. The service and the privacy that you have on board, it's completely different to stay in a hotel. You are with your crew and with your naturalist guide the whole week. When you visit these pristine islands or these faraway places, it's great to be with a small group, not in a full day full of people. Your guide allows to know you because you're staying with them 24 hours every single day. It was funny because when my guy was snorkeling with us, he saw a few marine iguanas. Camila, come here, because he already know that I love them. So those kind of details are what we are looking for, because we will do that for you. We want to work with people that do the same for our passengers. Even Galapagos, it's pretty much season during the whole year. You can visit them and you will see different things because it's different seasons. When you travel with us, we will be paying attention in every single detail. One trip that I love to craft is Peru and Galapagos in the same trip. But even those are, I will say, one of my best trips in South America. I mean, I love Peru and I love Galapagos during the whole year. I mean, Peru have a season that is completely different than Galapagos, so you have to mix and match. And we will be paying attention in all that details. Other thing that is important is that it depends your personality, right? Every single trip, no one's do it the same. I mean, I will not travel the same as my mom or my dad because we don't pay attention to the same details. In across South America, we have meetings with you guys and we invite you to do video calls and FaceTime and we email us. And actually, because it's really helpful to understand what you want, your desires, your passions, what you expect, and how to surprise you. That's one of the most important part of crafting these kind of trips.
While we start planning the trips with our travelers, it could be a year in advance. We begin the planning process with a discovery call, and this is like the kickoff of the whole process, the moment where we get a glimpse of everyone's personal expectations with discovering South America. That is an essential moment of planning. Like you were saying, Camila, to take your time. It's because we really want to get to know what your passions. This process becomes more than trip planning. It's a learning opportunity for us. We get to know our travelers, but also for them because we made these passions come to life. And a lot of people learn about themselves, things they didn't know. And then we can turn that into part of their itineraries. And what you're saying is the best way to describe how we work. At the end of the trip, we do a follow-up call after a trip. Some of these calls, they are in the podcast. It's possible to listen to these stories where we become even family with our travelers. So we create this bond. And I think that what you were saying, Camila, with the guide, after so many days and being in a small ship where you can connect in a personal way, you become a bit of family. Did you feel that way? This is a small yacht. The Integrity has capacity for how many people?
We were 13, but they are able to accommodate 18 people on board. Was amazing. I mean, yes, we have lots of activities during the day and everyone wants to do everything. We have some downtime, sometimes in the middle of the day or sometimes at afternoon time before dinner. Everyone were at the lounge having a drink or even in the rooftop at the jacuzzi. But it's great because when you have dinner or lunch or breakfast, you have tables that can accommodate 6 people. So you talk with different people every day. If you want privacy, I mean, definitely you have your room. All the rooms have sea view, of course. That you have, it's so impressive what you see every single day that you have actually to share with someone, you know, at the same time with people that dream with that journey as much as you. So you are able to share the experiences and every single person's see every difference when you're, for example, doing a snorkel and we share the videos, the pictures, because I mean, the ocean is huge. So we were watching videos of huge sharks, like 4 meters sharks that were under me. And I didn't realize, thank God. I didn't realize, but the other passengers had videos of that we were sharing with a glass of wine. It was amazing time, a really special moment when you cross the Ecuador line. You cross from the south part of the world to the north part. And we did like a little ceremony. We were like drinking champagne, being on the rooftop all together. We actually have a WhatsApp group all together. It was a couples trip, but we were with other couples and then a family with a little kid of 12 years old, 15 and 19. We were completely different ages and different types of travelers. And even that, we were all together sharing the same experience as a family. You don't need that much, to be happy on board. The bar was great. The food was amazing. Eating in a top restaurant every day. It was really hard to cook again when I arrived home. And you feel, I don't need anything else. I'm having great time with great company, having good food, drinking good glass of wine. I have it all. I mean, I don't need anything else. It's only 7 days, Yeah. And it's really hard to get back to reality. I mean, when I was on board, I was thinking, this is the kind of lifetime experience that we love to offer to our passengers, because there is a lot of ships in Galapagos. It's really hard to know which one understands more your personality. If you don't know that information, it will be really hard to understand which ship or which yacht will be more for you. Integrity was was an amazing experience. We do not work with all the ships in Galapagos. We prefer to choose our partners. And this is why we have a great relationships with each of our partners, and also allowed us to customize and personalize the experience. We only sell South America because we know each place. That allows us to understand what is best for our travelers. We want to make you feel something like I felt in Galapagos. We want to make you feel something in your heart when you travel with us.
We wanted to specialize in South America because we love the destinations. We love how surprised all the travelers that come to South America are of what this part of the world has to offer. The minute we go somewhere new and we are exploring a new place, we are still surprised ourselves. So we are lucky, all of us who are part of the team, because we are doing something we love. We enjoy South America with our eyes, seeing these places and being able to inspire other travelers and then be part of their stories when they come back and they tell their friends, their family about all that they've experienced. Like Camilla, we always say that we are more than a travel company. We are storytellers, we are connectors. How do you feel that we, as a team of experts in South America, we are able to help our travelers experience South America and connect with the real South America?
And I thought about one of our passengers that we had in the past, and I said, this will be perfect for them. They will love this. We're not a big travel agency. We want to do it right. Every single journey takes time because we personalize every single detail. If they arrive late, they will not have any place open to have dinner. Should we take a reservation in the restaurant? Should we change the schedule of the flight? They don't like meat, prefer veggies. So we will do this reservation in this restaurant, or this activity finished too late. We are in every single detail. We take the time to know every passenger. So when I was in Galapagos, I thought about these passengers that we had, and I say, this will be perfect for them. They are strong. They're able to do a lot of hikes. I love when our passengers come back because I feel that I'm going to do it even better because that I already know them. Being a small company, choose which suppliers we work with, our teams in each country, and to choose which passengers we are able to work allowed us to maximize your experience. It's hard to be in every single detail, but we take the time to do it. We love to be in every single details, give you surprises, make your journey unforgettable. To make that happen, we have a whole system. As a travel agent from across South America, I was able to visit lots of places, visit each destination that we work with. We have lots of possibilities. When we know you, we are able to understand what you are expecting and make it happen. We want to make your dreams happen. Because of that, we do a lot of research. We visit each place. It makes me super happy that we actually work like that. I don't know if I know other travel agency that takes the time to make your dreams come true as we do.
Thank you, Camilla. Very insightful to learn about Galapagos with you, but it sounds like a trip of a lifetime. I'm happy that you were able to experience this cruise. A great starting point for our listeners if they're thinking of doing something that truly connects with nature. This part of the world is waiting. It's a way of discovering with a small ship. Let South America surprise you. When you travel with heart, everything becomes more than just an itinerary. Thank you for sharing your story this time, Camilla. We'll be listening to your next adventure soon.
Thank you for having me, Maria. So I hope we can make some journeys come true.
Thank you, Camilla.
If you loved this episode, you can subscribe to the podcast and share it with a fellow traveler or, why not, an entrepreneur. You can find us at across-southamerica.com and on Instagram at across-South-America. And if you're dreaming of your own handcrafted journey, reach out. We'd love to help. Gracias and see you soon. Nos vemos pronto and let's keep the stories going.